and I am back with another indoor live stream. So today I'm really happy because I've been working hard. I've been braiding my hair. That was a long process. So I wanted to live stream with you guys probably like a couple days ago, but I was like, let me get this hair done. And it finally is done and it looks great, and I did a really good job this time. So yes. But as you guys can see by the title in this video, I'm going to be talking about Discord, which I've been spending a lot of time on. I recently started a Discord group for supporting alternative lifestyle people, and that link you can actually find pinned in the chat. You can also find that link in my channel description, and then you can also find it in our community tab. I posted it like 3 or 4 times, but that link is for you to get into the Discord. The Discord is basically a chat app that you need to download. Download it from your app store. It's free, and once you have it, you can access our chat room. In there we have multiple different chat rooms, right? So the Discord name is listed under my name. So if you search Bria-maine, Bria-maine, you can find it. And then in that chat room, we have like a general area, which tells you like what the Discord is about, which obviously is alternative living. I wanted to be more supportive of people who are not only living in their car, but there are a lot of people who have very different lifestyles than the typical having a house or an apartment. So I tried to make as many chat rooms as I could, but I also am open to adding new ones. So for example, right now we have the car life chat room, we have car life with kids chat room, we have traveling with pets, we have solo female and solo male chat room. So I definitely wanted to create a place for the guys as well as the girls. We have a truckers chat room, a van life chat room. I need to add, just off the top of my head, just thought about it, a tiny home chat room in there. But if you guys are interested in having more in-depth conversations with this alternative lifestyle community, I really do encourage you to join our Discord chat. And again, that is pinned in our chat conversation in the community tab, and it's also located in the channel description. So yeah, I'm really excited for the Discord. That's basically what I've been working on these past couple of days, is getting that set up. I really want a place where people can connect, and more than anything, as a resource. So if you want to speak with other people who are living your lifestyle or have advice to give, or need advice, the Discord is a perfect place for you to join, jump into the conversation. It's still a baby. It's brand new. Like, I literally just started, but I'm excited to see people jump in there and starting conversations and just spreading a wealth of knowledge around. So yeah, Discord, y'all, don't forget about it. Join the community. That's where a lot of our real deep conversations are going to be held. I'm still going to be live streaming and doing vlogs for you guys, but I am really excited for y'all to join our Discord community. So yeah, let's see who's in the chat right now. We got Lyrical Lee. What's up? Thank you for the hearts, love. We got Cigarello Slim 615. Thanks for coming back and joining us. We got Timothy, aka T Real. Thanks for the love. We got Return of the Mac. Says, hello, beautiful. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Today was a really productive Monday for me. It was a productive weekend. So I feel like when you start your weekend off productive, it just starts the week off that way. So this weekend I spent braiding my hair and like grooming and like doing some errands and things like that. Taking care of my cat. So I started this Monday off really like motivated to just like get shit done, you know? So thanks for asking. I'm doing really well. I hope you're doing well too. What's up, Follow Keys Tracks? I'm gonna see you tomorrow, girl. Me and Key got an appointment scheduled tomorrow. But yeah, tell them, join the Discord. It's really fun. Even Key this morning, she was asking some questions about her car and cars overheating or like fluids and things like that. And I told her, I was like, this is the perfect conversation for us to have in the Discord, because I'm sure there's other people who are living in their car, traveling in their car, who could benefit from these conversations, even if it's just them going back and reading it and seeing what we were talking about, or actually joining in with us and, you know, trying to get some knowledge out there for people, because I just really wanted to be like a resource place for people to go to when they're living these alternative lifestyles. So y'all got to check it out. Y'all got to join the Discord. If you're not, you're probably missing out. DH3 said, how we join the Discord? I just got in. So DH3, in the top of this chat, I pinned a link. If you click that link, it should take you to the Discord. It may make you have to download the app first. But once you have the app downloaded, you create your account. With that link, you can access our chat rooms, and it's under my name, Bria-maine. Let me know if you need any help. But I tried it out before I posted it here, and I was like, I think it works. You just got to go there, download the app, join the chat. What's up, Brick City's finest? Let's see. What's up, K-Love49? Follow Key's tracks. Do you like my hair? I worked really hard. It was like 2 days. Well, no, it really was only one full day, but it was like a lot. It was like the whole day. And then I added these little cute pieces. Usually I don't add too much, but get ready, girl. get your accessories. Okay. Thank you, Freaky Call, Team EG God. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us with the super chat. Don't forget, y'all are welcome to send me super chats. You don't have to, but I do appreciate everything. So thanks, love. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is like cracking today, but I'm doing best. Follow Key's track says, we got to talk dating. Girl, I got a mouthful for you tomorrow. Yeah, so part of this video, as y'all can see, other than me, excuse me, running my mouth about the Discord, how I want everybody to join, I did want to talk about dating, kind of, because it's something that's been on my mind recently. I've had a lot of people in the chat section like, oh, how is dating for you, that you live in your car? Is it different? Whatever. And originally I didn't really think much of it. I didn't think it was a big deal. But now, like, I'm starting to realize, like, this is a conversation that needs to be had for people living these alternative lifestyles, because most people don't really, like, understand our lifestyle. Like, our community is still growing, so I can understand why dating would be a topic of discussion. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it today, at least my opinion on it. Thank you, Follow Keys Tracks. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate the super chat. But yeah, we're gonna just get right into it and talk about this dating. So where do I even begin? I will bring it all the way back to when I actually had an apartment. When I had an apartment and I was dating, I didn't really feel like I was that invested into getting to know someone new, because quite frankly, I was working so much. Like, I was working overtime. When I did hang out with somebody or spend time with somebody, it was like almost like a painkiller. And I don't know what's the better way to like say it, but it was almost like I want to hang out with somebody just because if I don't hang out with someone, I'm physically or like mentally gonna go ill, because you can't just work 24/7 and not have like human interaction. So I feel like when I was in my apartment, it was almost like, oh, I'm dating just to fulfill that need to have human interaction. And I didn't really find myself necessarily having the best outcomes when it came to dating. I just feel like I wasn't really invested, you know? Once I moved into my car, I felt like, okay, if someone is going to date me, they kind of have to give a little bit more effort, because let's be honest, most people, when they hear you live in your car or you live in an alternative lifestyle, they're probably like, oh, this person might be a burden, or oh, this person might have some problems, which definitely is not always the case. I understand some people live this lifestyle because of unfortunate circumstances, but honestly, for a lot of us, that's not the case. So I did notice, I was like, okay, well, maybe I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but with more people commenting about it and bringing it up, I'm like, maybe it is a big deal. Like, maybe dating, living in an alternative lifestyle is a little more difficult. So I did want to talk about it. My personal situation is that I've been talking to someone that I really like for a while now, and I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm in a situation that's super committed or like we're about to get married or like anything like that, but we're enjoying our time together and we enjoy each other and we really care about each other. And if I had to consider myself being in a long-term relationship with someone, it would more than likely be this person. But that scenario started, ironically, right before I moved into my apartment. So I was living car life, but it was right before I decided to backtrack like 4 steps, you know? I was like, let me go get an apartment again because I'm unsure. So when I met this person, it was right during that transition period. So I can't really say that this person was looking at me based off someone living in their car. It was more so looking at me as someone who's getting ready to move into an apartment. You know, so now that I'm full-time living in the car, I come indoors when I need to, obviously, like when I'm live streaming and I need good Wi-Fi signal so you guys can see me and hear me. It hasn't been a problem for us because I think we had that connection before I went back into car life. Now, I will say there are a lot of people living in car life who are dating new people, who are meeting new people like at this time. And I can imagine that you find yourself explaining yourself. And I hope you don't, because I hate explaining myself. But like, I can imagine if I was trying to date a new person who didn't already understand my lifestyle, then I would probably try to explain myself and be like, okay, this is how I live. This is what I'm doing. I'm not homeless. I'm okay. Like, I'm not a victim. Like, trying to explain yourself and explain why you should be judged as any other likely candidate or eligible bachelor, despite the fact that you live in your car. So what I will say is that you definitely have to have confidence in your lifestyle, because that's what's going to steer everything. If you seem excuse me, if you seem like you're not confident or you're unsure or you're not happy, you're not living the life you want to be living, this isn't a choice of yours, people are going to feed off of that. People are going to feel that, and they're going to be like, okay, is this somebody who I want to date? Is this something I want to get involved in? Or is this like a train wreck, like waiting to happen? And I feel like, unfortunately, with living this lifestyle, majority of people are going to look at you like you're a train wreck waiting to happen. So you kind of have to carry yourself in a way where you're just like, look, I know what I'm doing. I'm proud of my lifestyle. I'm going places and I have a plan. If you want to hop on this ride, this roller coaster, like, feel free, but I'm not begging you to understand my lifestyle. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to explain to you the lifestyle that I live. I hope that makes sense, y'all. But let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Lyrical Lee says, 100% on the Discord. I'm in there. Got to discuss some things too on living in a car. Yes, hop in there, Lyrical Lee. I try my best to respond to as many people as I can. Even if I don't respond right away, like, I'll try to get back to you. But I love the conversations. I want the community to grow. And trust me, I got questions. People got questions. I'm getting ready to do a winter's coming video. I mentioned this before, but I'm getting ready to do it. And a lot of people have questions about how to prepare, you know, living in their car for the winter, different things. So these are all discussions that can definitely be had in the Discord. So I'm super happy. I know with YouTube, it's like we communicate in the live streams, in the chat. We communicate via chat on the regular videos when I get back to you guys. But I feel like the Discord is really going to allow us to really have those like in-depth, deeper conversations and like kind of get to know each other a little bit better. So I'm excited for that. Thanks for joining, Lyrical Lee. Brick City's Finest said, keep those fluids topped off. Oil, antifreeze, brake fluid, etc. Doing oil changes once a month. You do them yourself. Tire rotation also more often. I 100% agree, especially for my ladies out there in the cars. I know, you know, whatever. Ladies can be smart about cars, be mechanics, whatever. I get that, but I'm not that kind of lady. So I appreciate that type of information. For my other ladies out there, take note. We're going to put that in the Discord. Make sure you are staying on top of your fluids, especially this winter. I've noticed like my car has a harder time like starting and things like that when it's so cold in the winter. So make sure you're on top of your fluids and your oil changes and all that good stuff. Key, you said, love the hair. Just reminded me to get the hair jewelry. Love how you start your braids. Thank you so much. I feel like ever since I've gone on like this hair journey of like doing my own hair, I just keep, every time I braid my hair, I get better and better at it. So I'm actually really excited to start sharing that talent with other people and braiding your hair and some other people's hair. So I'm gonna get you looking good, girl. Sean Hughes says, it looks like you're not sleeping in a car to me. You obviously haven't watched the whole stream or heard me say that I'm inside so that I can get a good Wi-Fi signal, but I appreciate the comment and I appreciate you being here, love. And just so you know, I'm inside because I'm on Wi-Fi. All right. Hotel Honda, you said it's hard out there. What do you mean, love? You just mean these streets in general? Did you join the chat, by the way? I know I sent it to you. I don't know if you joined. If you did and I don't realize, my bad, but I need you in there. Follow Key's track says, exactly. It was a chore in my apartment, and when it didn't go well, I was upset that I wasted my time instead of making money. Yes, I agree. I spent so many years, so much money, so much time living in apartments that I have nothing to show for. Nothing. Like, I can name probably on more than 2 hands how many apartments I've had, and I'd never own them. They'd never be my property. I can't go back to them, you know. So it's just, when you think about the amount of money that you invest into something that isn't even what you want or isn't even yours, I think it starts to wake people up. Definitely be like, I'm not gonna put my money into that if it's not gonna serve me, you know. Brick City's Finest said, I don't know what BW stands for, I'm sorry. I will be glad when this gas goes down. They're talking $2 something in the next few weeks. I really hope so. Yeah, I noticed, at least especially in the South, that the gas prices have been really good lately. So I'm definitely taking advantage of that. But because I work from home, I actually don't really drive that much. I kind of just like work during the day on my computer, in the car or indoors. And then I sleep in the car or indoors. Like when I drive, it's really just like to the store to get food. I've been saving so much on gas, but I know there's people out here traveling right now who are dealing with these gas prices. I even had some dude from like out west, I think he was like from California or something, who was like visiting Georgia, like hop in the comment section and try to turn up on me a little bit. He was basically saying how like gas prices out west are so ridiculously high, and he came out south and the gas prices are really good here, but except it's really boring here. And I kind of just told him like, okay, well, go do whatever you're doing, like I don't know what you want from me. And he just proceeded to like go in on me with like 2 or 3 like comments, just like, out west we just smoke our weed and do our thing, we're not like y'all out south. I was like, what is up with folks? You got people who want to be so divisive, It's like, it just like blows my mind. I'm like, so wait, let me get this straight. So now it's like car life people out west versus other car life people. You know, I'm like, I just don't have time for that. But I don't know what just made me think about that. But yeah, oh yeah, the gas price thing. Yeah, it was like, oh, the gas prices are so high out west, so I'm coming out south, but the south sucks. I'm like, well, you can go back west, and good luck with those gas prices, sir. He was super salty. And I was a little salty because I'm like, do not come for the South. Like, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Ohio. But I have a lot of love for the South. I've been in the South for a long time. I'm like, do not bring your West ASS over here talking about some car life is only for people out West. But you're here to get our gas prices. I'm going to need you to go back out West, sir. I'm going to need you to take it back over there. But anyway, I'll get off my rant and back into the chat. What's up, Killer Cam? My day was really good. Other than my voice trying to leave me, I'm doing pretty good. Let me see. Hotel Honda said, like, bought a fridge and a whole bunch of stuff for car life. No hobo. I was thinking about getting a fridge, but since it's so cold, I was like, maybe I'll consider getting like a little space heater or something first, because it's getting cold, y'all. I got my little heated blanket and stuff, but I'm like, yo, this winter's coming video, I'm gonna show y'all what I got, but it's getting brick out here. And it's gonna be even colder like January, February, so we're not even at the worst of it yet. But we definitely, like Hotel Honda said, ain't no hobos out here. We got equipment out here. Don Pete said, hi. When you say dating, do you mean dating with a purpose, as in courting to marry, etc.? Or you mean dating generally to have fun in the moment, not looking deep into the dating relationship? Don Pete, so when I'm talking about dating, personally, I'm talking about, I don't know if I would necessarily say courting to marry, because I feel like not everybody wants to get married or aspires to get married necessarily. It's something that I've personally struggled with. I felt like getting married is something that's going to be like almost like a status symbol or a level of success for me. Like, oh, if I get married, that means I achieved something. And I've kind of been changing my mindset about that, where I'm like, I'm less looking for someone to marry me than I'm looking for a life partner. And I think if more people kind of change their mindset about it, maybe you could actually find life partners. Because if your main focus, especially as a woman, is like, I need to find a guy to get on his knees and propose to me, buy me a ring and marry me, like, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people who could do that, but all those people may not be your life partner. They may not be the person that's actually for you. And that's why we see so many divorces. The divorce rate is high, things like that, because I think a lot of people just want to get married for that status symbol, regardless of if that person they truly love or feel truly deeply connected with and feel like they can spend an eternity with them. That's what I would want. I want to find a life partner. And if we happen to get married, cool. Like, I'm down with that. Like, I'm not necessarily against it, but just me personally as a woman, my goal isn't necessarily to find a man to marry me. My goal is to find someone who wants to deal with my BS for the long run, literally, who wants to be my partner and walk these steps of life with me, who I can already know that this person has no intentions of leaving me without having a ring or a contract. So if I had that type of connection with somebody and they wanted to get married, yeah, I mean, let's do it. Why not? But I feel like that's my goal first before the marriage. So I hope that makes sense. So when I'm talking about dating, I am talking about talking to someone that I look as a potential of being a life partner. I'm 28 years old. I know I look young, but I'm not really at that age where I just want to fuck off, you know, for lack of better words. Like, I've done it. I've had my early 20s to date around, mess around, talk to different people. Like, it's kind of boring. So I feel like I'm at that age where I'm like, I'm not just talking to somebody just for fun. Like, I don't really have that much time to waste, quite honestly. I'm a very busy person, so I have shit to do. If I'm going to be giving my energy to you and my time to you, is because I consider you somebody who I could possibly see that with. So that's what I mean in regards to dating. Hotel Honda says, I'm curious. I've never seen anyone doing Nomad with a partner. So I haven't seen anyone doing car life with a partner, but I've seen van life, because in van life, you know, you got a little bit more space. Some of these van life people have like full size or like queen size beds like in the back of their van. I've seen it in those circumstances, but I have not seen it in car life. I feel like car life is very personal. So I live in my car. However, I'm free to date someone who doesn't live in a car or who lives in their own car. You know what I'm saying? But as far as being together and doing it together, obviously I would definitely need to have a bigger vehicle if that was something that my partner wanted to do with me. But yeah, I don't really think that living in my car stops me from dating or meeting people, because I don't have to go home with them. I don't have to sleep with them. Like, you can go on a date with somebody, they go back to their house, you go back to your car. You know, like, that's kind of how I look at it. But when it comes to, like, getting more serious with somebody and trying to, like, develop a partnership, that person is either going to have their own space or be willing to grow a space with you, possibly like a van or a truck or even a tiny home or something. So it's possible, y'all. It's possible. Sean Hughes says, that's what's up. I love you for this. I love you too, Sean. Thanks for joining the chat, Hotel Honda. We're going to get in there and have some conversations tonight. I know that the Discord has features for us to go live. We could do voice, like podcast streams. We can do a lot in that app. So I'm really excited. I'm going to get on there and do a little bit more research and figure out how we can maybe have like weekly like conversationals or like, I don't know, updates or something like that. But I'm still messing around with it. I'm just happy for anybody who decided to join and support the Discord chat, because we're going to get it popping here very soon. And then more people who join the YouTube community of like alternative lifestyles, that'll be a place where they can go and meet up with all of us and get to know all of us. So it'll be great. What's up, June Vlogs? Let me see. Hotel Honda says, I see a lot of people switching over to van car life. People are waking up. ATL rent is... Yes, I agree. Like, there are so many people in Atlanta alone, especially Georgia as a whole, that are living in their cars. Like, a lot of them maybe aren't proud of it, don't want anybody to know, don't want to say anything about it, but a lot of people have already made this transition. A lot of people have already decided that they're going to take this route to try to get out of the hole, because this whole rent trap, like, it literally is a rent trap. People are waking up, they see what's going on. Of course, this lifestyle is not for everybody, but the people who are still dealing with that lifestyle of rent are people who can handle it. I'm like, if you make enough money that you can afford this rent, good for you. We're not against you. We're not mad at you. But there are a lot of people who are like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I can afford this. I am one of them. I don't want to pay as a single individual the rent that Atlanta is asking for. And I'm not necessarily moving out of Atlanta anytime soon. So I'm going to do what I got to do in my car. And for everybody else who wants to join me, we can have fun while we do it. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we live in our cars. Oh, rent's so high. Like, this could be a positive thing. Because while you're stacking, some other people are just trying to figure out how to get out of that rut. So let's set an example for these people. Let's open up the community so people are like, you know what? I have the balls or the cojones to like go after this lifestyle if this is something that I want to try and I think will benefit me. Because I know for me, when I was deciding to live in my car, I was terrified. I didn't think I wasn't sure if I could do it. I wasn't sure how long I would last. When I ended up getting an apartment again, I was disappointed in myself. It wasn't easy. And going on YouTube and seeing different content creators being vulnerable, being open and saying, hey, I live in my car and I'm actually happy. I'm not miserable. That helped me. It made me feel like, okay, I can do this and not just be a sad sap. Because if I'm going to be a sad sap in my apartment, I don't want to go sleep in the car and be a sad sap, you know? So I feel like we need this community. We need these people to show their lifestyle, what's going on, so that it can help other people who are interested in living this lifestyle know that it's not the end of the road for you. You can stop what you're doing, start this lifestyle, and who knows where you'll be in another year. Because I know me, I tell myself this every day when I wake up. I'm like, Bria, you didn't know you would be sitting here right now a year ago. A year ago, I was probably crying sad. You know, like I think a year ago, yeah, my grandma was passing and I was in my car traveling. It was a lot, you know, but I'm like, if I could have told that Bria a year ago, like, you're going to be okay. If you start this lifestyle, a lot of changes can happen very quickly. And here we are. So I want to give that feeling to a lot more people who may be a little bit scared to venture out and do the lifestyle, but you can do it. If you have a vehicle, and even if you don't have a vehicle, that's what the Discord chat is about. We opened it up to other people who have other alternative lifestyles, like living in a motel or a hotel, living in a truck or being a trucker. Like, there's other lifestyles that you could live, and we can support you and show you that it's not the end of the world. So if y'all can't tell I'm excited about the Discord, then I don't know what else to do. Follow Keys Track says gas was $2.71 this weekend in Georgia. Yep, gas has been great. Fill up now while you can. We don't know what's going to happen, y'all. Let me see. Timothy, aka T Real, says space heater over the fridge. Yeah, I would agree for now, but when the summer kicks in and that ATL summer comes, like, I might have to consider getting me a fridge. Killer Cam says, what did you eat today? Okay, so for breakfast, I cut up an avocado and I cut up a tomato and I put like a bunch of seasonings on it and I ate that with some pretzels. That was my breakfast. And then for lunch/dinner, I had some leftover Chinese lo mein that I got from this restaurant the other day. That was really good. I'm thinking about it now. It had shrimp in it. It was so good. But yeah, that's what I ate today. I don't think I'm going to eat anything else. Lately, I've really just been eating like 2 meals a day. It's been working for me. I want to get into yoga. I booked me a yoga class, so I'm looking forward to going. Like, I booked it like a month ago, and I still haven't gone. I have to get like my courage up, but y'all saw my other video where I tried to do yoga. It was not pretty, so I'm really like kind of embarrassed to go do yoga with a bunch of people and be like the beginner, but I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I've been trying to be healthy. I was real proud of that breakfast, and then I just messed it up with the Chinese lo mein for lunch. So that's what I had. Killer Cam, what did you eat? Jay Williams says my windows aren't tinted too dark. What do you put on your windows for privacy? So Jay Williams, my windows aren't tinted at all. And a lot of people get on me for it. They're always like, you need to tint your windows. You need to tint your windows. And I'm like, I can't see. I don't know what you want from me. If I tint my windows, I literally can't see. Like, I had a friend who had a car whose windows were tinted. And I had to stick my head out the window at night in order to see. And ever since that, I was like, no, it's not for me. So what I did is I created my own customized DIY window coverings. They're super janky, but they get the job done. So I basically bought like a reflective roll from like, I guess you can get it like Home Depot. It's like insulation almost. And I covered one side of it with black tape. I cut them to the size of my windows and I stick those in the windows at night when I sleep in my car. I have a video on that as well. If you check out the I think it's like DIY window coverings, live in my car, or something like that video. I show you on there how I kind of made those. Follow Keys Track says, you got that right. Marriage is forever. It's not for show. Yes, I feel that 100%. I personally am someone who experienced my parents getting divorced, and it was kind of difficult for me because growing up, I didn't really have that example of a strong marriage. I had a few with a couple of my close friends who I was able to look at their parents who stayed in a marriage for a very long time. But I basically told myself, I'm like, I don't play games about that type of stuff. Like, I do find myself like a hopeless romantic. Like, I love love. I love seeing people in love. I love to be in love. But I'm not just going to throw something as serious as a marital contract around, you know? So the person who could even consider marrying me, I would have to at first consider that person a life partner, because why else would I even say yes, you know, to signing a contract with you? Like, I wouldn't even do business with I wouldn't even sign a contract with somebody, like just a friend, if we weren't seriously on the same page. So I'm like, if you're not already seriously on the same page with the dating partner, as far as you're going to be my lifetime partner, I don't even see why marriage is even a conversation. But I think people just jump the gun a little bit. That's why you have people dating, and on your first, second, or third date, they're like, so do you want kids? So do you think about getting married? So I'm like, you're jumping the gun. This person probably isn't even compatible with you, but you're already discussing with them marriage or children. So I just try to get my ducks in a row and kind of go the right way. I'm like, you're going to know if you're with somebody who is compatible in that way. It's going to be no questions about it. And I'm just not there currently. These nuts. I hate your name. He said, hey, beautiful. Hope all is well. Stay safe out there. Thanks, love. I appreciate it. Follow Key's track said, people take marriage and kids very lightly. Yes. That's why you have kids raising kids. I need to grow up a little bit. I don't need to be nobody's mama right now. I got a few more years. I mean, I want to have kids one day, but I think some people just do things just to do it at this point. It's like, I have a kid, say I have a kid. I'm married, so I can say I'm married. I have an apartment, say I have an apartment. It's like robotic, you know? I don't want to live my life in that way. And there's no judgment to anybody who is married, has kids or anything, because not everybody lives like that. But like, some people are out here just doing things they're not even mentally prepared, physically, financially, emotionally prepared to be someone's wife or husband, let alone somebody's parent. So I'm not telling anybody what to do, how to live their life, how to raise their kids, or anything like that. I'm just saying the reasons behind why I live my life the way that I do. Brick City's Finest said, did you check out that mattress I told you about? I remember you said your feet are in the trunk. That trunk is cold, or you could dynamite your trunk. Brick City's Finest, did you join our Discord group? If you didn't, please do it. I miss you. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I probably didn't check it out. I've been like braiding my hair for like the past 2 days, so I haven't really done anything other than that. And my brain has kind of been like stretched a little bit, so I probably skipped over it. But if you send it to me again, I'm gonna look at it. I got these. They're like thermal socks. So they've been helping me out with like the trunk and my cold feet, whatnot. And then I have my heated blanket, but send me what you were saying again. I gotta check it out again. Oh my God. If you don't follow me on Instagram at Memoirs of a Brie, you can join the Discord. Honestly, that's the best way to reach me now, because like, if you're not somebody who's on Instagram and direct messages me, you can direct message me on the Discord and I will get back to you and respond to you. So yeah, I'm from now on, like in regards to like continuing conversations with people through the chat, because like it's kind of hard through YouTube when you got to go through the chat and read everything. But if you get to me on the Discord and just add me, I will get back to you. Send it to me there so that I can look it up. Don Pete says, I hear you. So how long do you think it would take you to realize the person you're dating is a life partner? I wouldn't necessarily say that there's a certain time span, but I will say that there's certain levels that have to be checked off. I won't go over all of them because I think for everyone it's different. Like when you meet someone, there's certain criteria that you kind of just check off to know that, okay, this person qualifies, you know? But one thing on my list of criteria for determining if I am compatible with somebody as a life partner, one of them is traveling together. I could never imagine myself marrying someone, you know, let alone being in a long-term relationship with them, if I can't go travel with you and everything, come back alive. Like, you know, I need to come back alive, all of my limbs intact. We didn't kill each other, you know, like I just feel like a lot of people maybe don't see how important that is, but I'm like, we can spend time together all day. We can go to dinner, we can hang out, everything's great. It's almost like an Instagram reel. It's like we spend the best time together. We don't really have any of those interactions that show you the worst side of someone. And so I truly believe that when you travel with someone, oh, you're going to get the whole 360 of it. You got to live with this person. You got to be out of your comfort zone. You have to be in an unknown environment. You have to be a partner and deal with that person because it's just y'all, you know. No one else really knows you guys like that. I mean, depending on where you go, I guess, or where you travel to. But I feel like traveling is a really big testament for a relationship. So again, I can't really give you a specific time period, but I could say once we've done certain things together and we've done them successfully, at that point, I'm looking at you in a way where I'm like, okay, this person could actually be somebody I could see myself with in the long run. Maybe we should start having those type of conversations about what do we want for our future? Are you interested in marriage or whatever? What do you want? You know? So, yeah. Timothy said, oh no, people do it. It just don't last long in regards to nomad couples. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it would be fun. Like, if I was dating a nomad, I feel like that would be fun. Like, you travel together. Like, I don't see why it doesn't last long, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I feel like a woman is probably more likely to accept a nomad. Well, okay, hold on. Let me rewind because I don't want to say this wrong. No, I stand on it. I said what I said. I think a woman is more likely to accept a nomad man than a man is likely to accept a nomad woman. And when I say that, what I'm saying about that is that if I'm living in my apartment, I'm chilling, minding my business, and I meet some really nice guy who I like, I'm interested in, and this guy tells me, oh, I'm a nomad. I live in my car and I travel. I don't know if it's just me personally because I'm kind of like a hippie hipster or what it is, but like for me, I'd be like, oh, you travel? What do you do? Tell me more. Like, I want to go with you. Where are you going? It sounds like adventurous. It's like curious. It's mysterious. Like, I don't know. I would be like trying to figure out what he's doing. Of course, you have a sector of women who probably look at him like a bum and think he's homeless. I get that, guys. I get it. I'm not that type of woman, but I get that there are women out there who will look at a nomad man like, ew, you live in your car? I don't get it, you know? But when you flip it around and you think about women and men, it's like, okay, just me personally, any guy I've ever told that I live in my car has immediately been like, oh my God, poor you. You're homeless. Let me help you. You can stay at my house. You know? I feel like at least with a man, you might be willing to give him that benefit of a doubt. Like, maybe he's just different. Maybe he's exotic. He likes to travel. Maybe he's just can't settle down. He's not ready to settle down. Like, you think about a man, but with a woman, you're like, girl, you need help. Girl, what's wrong with you? And where's your daddy? And where's your family? And where's your man? Like, those are the comments that I get. Those are the comments that I get. So in that aspect, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not sure if it's harder for guys or girls dating as a nomad, but I could just tell you, like, the type of people, the things that they say to me, it would not make me want to date them. I'm like, if you immediately look at me in a certain way or think I'm a victim or think low of me because I live in my car, it's not going to make me want to date you. And no matter how much I'm like, oh, I love to travel and I want to be diverse and see other cultures and be a global citizen. That guy is like, yeah, okay, girl, whenever you're ready, come to my house and settle down. We don't have to keep pretending. You always got somewhere to stay, you know, like that. And I'm just like, that doesn't make me want to stay with you. You're not taking me seriously, you know? So maybe that's why nomad couples don't last. I haven't even met another like male nomad life guy face to face. Like, I've met other female nomad life people, but I haven't even met other male nomads. So I'm like, maybe dating also in that aspect isn't that great because everybody's so low key. Nobody wants to talk. That's why they need to get in the Discord and talk to us. You might hop in the Discord and find your wife. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Unbothered Mystique says, thanks for all the info. Much love. Much love to you too. Oh, I can't even talk, y'all. Much love to you too. And thanks for joining us in this live stream. What's up, BLM Officer BJ? What's up, Nomad man? Follow Keys Tracks. You said you were crying weekly in your apartment. Haven't cried once in your car. Same here, sis. Do I look like I've been crying? I'm not even gonna lie. I did cry last night. Y'all want to know why I cried last night? Because I went to the store and I got a scratch-off ticket. And the reason why I got a scratch-off ticket is because it reminds me of my grandma who passed just under a year ago, last December. I got this tattoo. Hold on, let me see. I got that tattoo on my arm to remind me of her. It's like a, what do you call it? The time thingy. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the hourglass where like the time trickles down with the sand. I got that to remind me of my grandma in regards to like me having not spent enough time with her before she passed. But my grandma used to love doing scratch offs. So every now and then, like when I'm at the gas station, I'll be getting me like a smoke stick or like something like this, you know, like a vape or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, let me just get a scratch off to like remind me of my grandma. And I won $75 last night on one scratch off. I won $75 on a $2 scratch off. I was like, let's go, Granny. I was so happy, you know? So I started like crying after. I was like, oh my God, my grandma helped me win the scratch off. Oh my God. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I'm a little bit puffy, and that's because I was crying last night because I won a $75 scratch off thinking about my grandma. But other than that, like Key Track says, I have not cried. Like since I live in the car, I'm like, I stopped crying. Like when I was in my apartment, I was always crying because I was always broke. Like it's hard not to be sad when you broke all the time. I was like, fuck, I just got paid and now I gotta pay all this rent. And I'm broke again and I gotta work overtime and it's never ending. And I would just like cry, you know? So I definitely feel so much happier living this lifestyle. At the least, that's something that you could take from it. You know, I'm like, even if you're like, okay, this lifestyle isn't for me, I don't want to do this forever, maybe I don't even like it or enjoy it, but at least maybe you could be happier not being so broke or not being so stressed about a lot of bills that come with renting. Brick City's Finest said, very true on rent. Utilities, it's like every time I get a raise, more money, something went up. Yeah, every time I got a raise, like, because every year my job will give us like a small raise, but every year my rent goes up a little. So you find yourself, I'm like, you never really feel like you got a raise. You never really feel like you like succeeded or did better, because as soon as you make more, you got to pay more. And then you make a little bit more and then you got to pay more. So it's like never ending. It's the rat race. It's like a hamster wheel. And I'm surprised that more people aren't hopping up off of it right now, because it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, if I'm going to work this hard, I'm just going to live in my car and stack the money then and at least have that money in my pocket, because I'm not going to work this hard and give it right away. It doesn't make sense to do that. You know, you're kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. And then when you're like, why can't I get ahead? Why can't I? I'm like, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And now you're limping. And that's what they want you to do. So it's kind of up to us to just kind of smarten up, wise up. No one's going to make that decision for you. But you got to make it for yourself. And car life could be something that's temporary for some people. You could be like, hey, I'm going to live in my car for 6 months, stack this money, and then get myself in a better position to get another rental or something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be forever, but I think it's definitely something that people need to consider more to get them financially in a better place. Hotel Honda says, I think people are catching on to the alternative lifestyle. It's been very peaceful for me. Yes, like the community is growing. Every day I'm noticing more and more people who are like stepping out of the bushes like, hey, I live in my car too. And I'm like, welcome. Yeah, come on over. I'm probably like too aggressive with it. They're like, all right, calm down, calm down. Calm down. You know, I'm just so excited. I'm like, yeah, live in your car. Yeah, be homeless. Yeah. Welcome. Nomad Man says, eat some meat. What are you talking about, hon? Are you talking about what I ate earlier? Because I did eat some lo mein. It was a house special. So it had like chicken, shrimp, steak. It had all that in there. I'm eating my meats. Follow Keys Trash says, you'll go to yoga with me? Really? We'll see, because I'm gonna have to do like a Saturday morning, Sunday morning type of situation. That's honestly why I haven't gone. I'm like, when am I gonna go and make this like a habit? I can't just like go one day and then never go again. I'm like, I have to go for like a month straight, because I think that's what my membership is. It's like for a month. So once I start my month, I gotta go that month. So I've been like holding off to do it because I'm so indecisive, but I gotta get into my yoga, y'all. I feel like I'm way behind. Hold on, let me try and catch up. Hold on. I don't know what Nomad Man is talking about. He's what? I think he's talking to somebody else. What's up, IXL? Oh, I like your name. MJD1K. MJD1K says, hey, how was your journey? How's your journey been going? My journey's been going really well. I spent this weekend just, you know, grooming, getting myself together, doing my hair. I'm excited to have some new content coming out for y'all. Another video coming up. So I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Freaky call, Team EG God said you joined the Discord. The Discord. You joined the Discord. We will be friends soon. We'll chat later. Hotel Honda says, what do you plug your electric heater into? Somebody got to answer that for her. I don't have one yet, but when I get one, I'm probably going to plug it into my Jackery. I imagine it's going to drain it. So I don't know. I might have to consider getting like another Jackery or just like a bigger battery. You know, the bigger the battery you get, like it's so heavy. So I'm thinking about just getting another like small one or something, because I hate having just one ginormous battery. But I'm probably gonna have to for the winter to keep that thing powered, because those heaters, those blankets, they drain those batteries. Brick City's Finest said, here's the thing about those window coverings. While they give you privacy, to some it means to try to look in without tint. It can attract attention. Get some tint. You can get it light in the front. Yeah, maybe, I was thinking maybe I'll get like the side windows tinted and then keep like the front and the back window not tinted or something like that. Like, I know I need to look into these tints, but it's literally been on the last of my list. It's been on the bottom of the list of things to do. But yeah, I have thought about that. I was like, maybe I just don't tint the front window since I have problems seeing out of it, and then I just tint the sides. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, Hotel Honda, my electric blanket, I plug it into my Jackery battery, but after sleeping for about 8 hours, the battery's drained. So the next morning I have to recharge my battery like immediately, because it'll only get you through the night, but hey, it gets the job done. If you just got to get through the night and not freeze to death and be in an electric blanket, like it'll do the job, but you just got to keep your battery power in mind. I do have a lot of devices that I use. But luckily, charging up my Jackery, I can charge that while I'm using my devices. And once my devices start to die, by then my Jackery is usually like charged up by then. Freaky call, Team EG God says, I think in Nomad life, both have to bring something to the table. It has to be 50-50. I agree 100%. In Nomad life is really straightforward. Like, I live in my car. So I'm like, at the least, you probably need to have a car or somewhere to live. That's not asking for much, you know? So you got to bring something to the table. Currently, the person who I'm talking to doesn't live in a car, but that hasn't been a problem. And I think that's part of the reason why I enjoy talking to this person, is because it's the only person I've met who was like, oh, you live in your car? Okay, cool. And didn't care. And didn't beg me to live with him. So it's possible. But I'm interested in seeing nomad couples, like a car dweller with another alternative lifestyle, you know, person. Like, I'm used to seeing it like a car dweller or a nomad person with just like a person who has a home or an apartment, you know? I want to see like them together. Like, park your cars next to each other. Be all cute. Push your trunks up next to each other and make a tent over it or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think that'll be so cute. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to read the chats. Nomad Man says, some women are intrigued. Some say, do you have a big, luxurious shower in there? Yeah, when I started this lifestyle, I was more so interested in van life, and I was super into trying to find me a van to buy and convert. And then I realized the lifestyle just got more luxurious, and it became to the point where you see these people with vans that they're paying money for them that they would pay to build a home. I'm like, okay, you're defeating the purpose of the lifestyle. That's how I feel. I'm like, you're defeating the purpose of the lifestyle. Like, I'm not hating. Do your thing. If you got the money for it, deck your van out, go hard. Like, I love those videos, but I wanted the lifestyle to be something that was achievable to more people. And I feel like if you're making it so luxurious, you got a decked out shower and stuff. Like, not everybody can afford that type of lifestyle living in their van, let alone in a car, you know? So I was like, I'm just going to sleep in my car. Just keep it simple. BLM Officer BJ says, that's what must be hard. For city life, men are judged on what they have, wealth, so usually women can judge suitability in a material sense, but when you're a nomad female, how do you safely judge? Exactly. That's like a really good point. I try not to judge people on such stereotypical or shallow standards. I overall kind of tell myself, I'm like, can you take care of yourself? Do you have a means to take care of yourself? Because if you can't take care of yourself, you definitely can't take care of me. And I feel like when you are thinking about having a partnership with somebody, you want somebody who's going to hold the weight when you can't, you know? So I'm like, if I'm down and out, I need you to hold the weight. And when you're down and out, you know I got your back. And I feel like that's what a partnership is. You can't go into no partnership with somebody who can't even carry their own weight. They're not going to be able to carry yours. So when it comes to this car life stuff, I'm like, I don't want to just judge you based off of money, because that's not always going to determine like who's a suitable partner. And when it comes to women trying to judge guys, like, for example, a guy living in his car, it's like, okay, well, if most people go based off of like money and things that you have, then it's going to be hard. I see what you're saying, to actually like make a clear judgment off of that. So I feel like you have to go off of something else. Like, you have to go, it has to be more than just judging people off of wealth. I hate that it's just based off of that, because I'm like, as long as you can take care of yourself, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm actually okay with that. I don't need you to make 6 figures or something. Like, if a woman is asking you to do more than she could do, think about that. That's all I'm saying. If a woman is asking you to do more than she can do, just think twice about it. Because I'm like, why should you be expected to do anything more than someone else? If someone can't take care of themselves, why are you expected to take care of them? So I just try to carry myself in a way where I'm like, I take care of myself. Anybody who approaches me, I expect you to take care of yourself. And then we can grow and learn from each other and see if we're compatible. Because it's not always just about the money, honey. The money is just like, okay, you got some money? Okay, check. Moving on. You know? People focus so much energy and time on that. And half the time it doesn't even matter. You don't even get that far to even be that compatible with someone. But you're still concerned about how much money they have, you know? Jedi Skywalker says, my grandma goes too. We'll need an RV to move out of cities. Chaos. God judgment is here and they're coming. Good luck on your journey, love. And RIP to your granny as well as mine. Let's see. Don P said, what about a trailer home? More space, less overall cost too, or those tiny homes that's on YouTube? So I have some really big plans. All I'm going to say is a 4-letter word, shed, S-H-E-D. And I'll just leave it at that. J Money says, you've been looking to buy a van to make into a camper van. Do it. And when you do it, send us pictures and information. If you don't want to be a YouTube creator, join our Discord group. You can chat with us in there. We have a support group for van lifers. You can hop in there, get some information, start some conversation with other people, and let us know how your journey's going. All right. Sugar Daddy 1 Williams said, peace and love, Bria. Still following your journey. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate the super chat. He sent me a $10 super chat. So sweet. Sorry I'm so late reading it. I'm like so behind in this chat. But I appreciate you, Sugar Daddy Williams. Y'all, I got a sugar daddy, y'all. Look at that. Coming up in the world. Earth Stellium 1 says, I think I'm about to do this, but I have kids. Shaking my head. I just want to break free from this relationship. I have seen people join these lifestyle with kids. I will say it's more difficult. It's definitely more difficult. You may need to invest in a van or a bigger vehicle, but you can do it. And don't let anybody judge you or tell you you can't. I know people who live in vehicles with their children, and the most that they have to deal with is other people's opinions. F their opinions. Do you. If it's going to help you, especially your children, get yourself and your kids in a better financial place, I encourage you. I encourage you to do it. Do what it takes. It's going to be a sacrifice. It's going to be a change. It's going to be difficult, but I promise you, I think the results can be wonderful for you and your kids. So I'm rooting for you. Key Tracks, follow Key Tracks says, yeah, car life freed up my brain. I was always worried about bills and felt trapped. Couldn't focus on what I truly wanted out of life. Once I got rid of my apartment, I was able to focus on what makes me happy. 100%. When you let go of that load, that weight on your shoulder of rent, water, gas, electricity, insurance, like all that stuff, like you really realize like, life's actually not that hard. I just got to figure out somewhere safe to sleep and make it through the night. I got to feed myself. I got to make some money to keep this world going round, you know? And after that, it's like, other than that, I kind of just do what I want. I do what makes me happy. I follow my dreams. So I hope some people wake up. The Tiger of Tigray says, you still homeless? You still homeless or nah? Boy, yes. I'm still homeless, okay? Tiger 6 Tigray. I live in my vehicle and occasionally I go indoors because I can. I'm on Wi-Fi right now. Hopefully my signal's good. I see on my video it's breaking up a little here or there, but it's good. If y'all saw my old live stream, honey, that junk was chunky, choppy, chopped and screwed. This one is looking real good. So I'm making a good decision. All right, y'all. So the last topic of this was double standards. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but in regards to double standards, I did want to talk about the way that men are treated differently than women in this community. And again, that's part of the reason why I did want to open the Discord and invite everybody to get in there and create those different support groups, specifically one for solo male travel, because I feel like maybe our guys, our nomad guys aren't really getting the love that they deserve, you know? So I wanted to create a place for them to feel a part of this community as well. I do focus on women because I am a woman and our needs and resources for us, but I do want to be there for my nomad guys. I can't remember his name. I feel so bad, but he's part of our Discord family. He recently joined. He told me that he lives in his car and he has pet chickens. And I was like, what? Like, I was blown away. I was like, you have pet chickens? Like, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, like, chickens are awesome because, like, not only do we take care of them, but they take care of us. Like, they give us something back. And it made me feel, like, so good because I was thinking about my cat. I was like, my cat is so lazy and fat and annoying and demanding, and I love her, but that's what she is. She doesn't do anything for me other than give me love. You know, like, I love her to death. She gives me love. But she does not make chicken eggs and feed me breakfast. I was like, what? But I was just like, oh my God, like, we need to have a space for these guys to come out and tell their stories and feel comfortable and feel welcomed, because unfortunately, double standards show that I guess guys living in their car maybe don't get as much support as girls. And that's just an issue with our society, again, with projected victimization. If a woman is living in her car, living alternatively, we automatically think she's a damsel in distress that needs help. Whereas a guy, we think that he's a bum and he's a loser and society's better off without him. I don't feel like that at all. So I wanted to make that clear, create a space for my guys. I want my guys to come and join me and join in the Discord and chat with us. And hopefully down the line, we can do some meet and greet events and things like that. But yeah, that's what the double standards part of the title of this video came from, is that I do definitely see and feel that there's a double standard with the way people are perceived, whether they're a man or a woman living this lifestyle. And I just want to say that this community has no space for that. We love our guys, our gals, our theys. We love everybody. And shit. Sorry, I dropped some. But yeah, I don't want to perpetuate that double standard of guys feeling like they can't share their story. I encourage more guys to actually start YouTube channels. I'll be a supporter. I'll subscribe to you. I'll watch you. I'll comment, you know, and like. But yeah, I haven't seen as many guys getting the love that girls are getting on here. And I think that we need to spread the love around a little bit and let our guys know that it's okay to live this lifestyle regardless of if you're a girl or a guy. I know a lot of times I get the whole sympathy card because I'm a girl and I have some guy who wants to save me and do everything for me. And maybe that's not the case for our guys. Maybe it's hard dating, you know, and maybe you opening up or coming to another female or even a male that you want to talk to, and maybe they are judging you a little bit harder because you're living in your car versus like if I approach someone. So I get that. I'm here with you. I got you. I love you. We got a space for you. Come join us. Let's talk about it. So I'll hear what y'all got to say in the chat about that. But that's what I wanted to talk about this video. So I'm going to just hang out with you guys in the chat section for a little bit and we'll get up out of here. We've been on here for over an hour. So let's see what's going on. Brick City's Finest says Yuko candle lantern is equivalent to 5,000 BTUs of heat. Okay, you have to join the Discord because all this information needs to be posted in the Discord. Like, I need to be able to go back and read this. I love you so much, though. Thank you for putting all this good information. You said the candles burn for 9 hours. You can make oil candles from mini shot bottles. Yeah, like a bunch of information. Like, that's so great. Follow Keys Track says, Brick City, are you from New Jersey? I would like to know as well, because Follow Keys Tracks is from New Jersey. Oops. Telling your business. Free Key Call, Teamy God. EG God says, I could never live in an apartment or live on someone's couch ever again. Me either. Like, I feel more liberated just sleeping in my car. I'm like, nah, I'm good. People are like, oh, you want to stay at my house? Nah, I'll go get in my car. I'm straight. Like, at the end of the day, it's yours. It's yours. So it's liberating. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Brick, so you say you're originally from Cleveland. I should have known that because you probably told me that. Nomad Man says, open a shed and breakfast. Don't you go manifesting things for me already that I'm already been thinking about in my head before you even posted that in the comments already. Manifesting. Tim B says, let me tell you though, it's so much easier dating a guy who makes good money. I've dated guys that made less than me when I wasn't even making that much, and it was a struggle. Tam B, I feel you. I'm not saying that it's not difficult dating someone with less money, but here's the thing though. I don't understand how someone having less money than me would affect me. Because if I go back to point A, which is, can I take care of myself? Can he take care of himself? So regardless of if he makes less money than me, I'm expecting him to take care of himself. I think the problem is people expect, you have grown adult people expecting grown adult people to take care of them. I just don't agree with that. I'm not dating a guy, and I'm not saying you are, Tambi, but I'm not dating a guy and expecting him to cover mine and his. I'm expecting him to cover his. Because I got mine. Mine is covered. You know what I'm saying? So him making less money than me wouldn't bother me unless he wasn't able to take care of his. We should be equal. I'm like, we go out to eat. You should be able to pay one day. I should be able to pay one day. We might split it one day. It doesn't matter, but it should be equal. And I'm like, no one has to make the same or more amount of money for it, in my eyes, to be equal. Unfortunately, I think the dating environment is really trashy for a lot of people because they have these standards that don't really make sense. And I think it's very unfair to expect somebody to make more money than you. If you expect somebody to make the same amount as you, I get that 100%. If you want somebody to match you and y'all go from there, I get that. But I'm like, I'm not going to come into a relationship and expect you to be doing better or more than what I'm capable of doing. I just don't think that that's fair. Free key call. Team EG God says some people see people in cars and think most of them are drug addicts. Yeah, some people are just prejudiced. That's just the world we live in. People gonna judge. But at the end of the day, you gotta be strong. You gotta be tough. And at the end of the day, you have to know, like, why do I care what you think? I don't care. Like, I love y'all to death. But if one of y'all came in here right now and was like, ew, Bria, you're gross. I hate your lifestyle. You think I'm gonna lose sleep over it? I'm not. I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna be fine. I don't care. Because you should not care what random people think about your lifestyle. Everybody has an opinion, just like everybody has a butthole. It's not that special that you have an opinion. You know, I'm happy that I have a place where I can come and share my opinion, and I have people who I can talk to, and maybe we're like-minded. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. You got to do what feels right for you. You can't care what people think. Sometimes I'll walk around here, I'll probably look like a homeless lady, and I probably got more money in my pocket than the person who's thinking I'm a homeless lady. So it's just perspective. People judge. You cannot make that your priority. Let them judge, and you just keep living your best life. That's all you can do. BLM Officer BJ said, true, things shouldn't just be about coins, but it must be even harder for you, because if your man doesn't live a similar nomad lifestyle, you'd also need to confirm if they could nomad too, right? How? No, that's not true. I don't require the person who I date to live the same lifestyle, because I'm a strong believer in, like, do what you want to do what makes you happy. I'm not against people who live in homes or apartments. I think some people can handle it, and some of us are drowning, and it's better for us to get out. But I don't require the person that I date to also live a nomadic lifestyle. All that I require is that they're okay that I live a nomadic lifestyle. I don't want somebody who's trying to stop me from traveling or doing the things that I want to do. I have to date somebody who's okay with that, regardless of if they want to stay home at their house, you know? Yes, follow Key's track. Shout out to the Nomad guys. They be hiding. They be here. They be creeping, but they be hiding, some of them. But we got some good ones in our community. We got some cool nomad guys. Don P said, what's your type, Brie? Black coffee or milk/both? I like everything, Don P. I've dated different people. I'm also bisexual, so that just opens up the playing field. You know, I'm not prejudiced at all. Like, I mean, if I'm attracted to you, if we vibe with each other, if we have things in common, like, I don't know, I don't really necessarily go for a certain look, because if I were to like show you guys pictures of like the past 5 people I dated, they all look completely different. They're all completely different people, some different races, you know. So I'm just really diverse when it comes to how I date. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. You said, Hotel Honda says, Van Life Benjamin is a nice male nomad. Okay, I gotta look him up. Maybe we can get him to join the Discord with us. Unless he's too popping, and, you know, they be too popping. They don't want to show no love for some reason. But I'm gonna look up Van Life Benjamin. Justin Lofton says, how's your dating life? My dating life's pretty good. I've been talking to someone who is accepting of my lifestyle for a while now. I'm not married or anything. But yeah, I'm just taking it slow, taking it easy, enjoying myself, and just knowing that my lifestyle doesn't stop me from being able to date. J Money says, the car I have is difficult to live in because it's a 2020 Honda Civic and I'm 5'5". Yeah, we're like the same height, J Money. I know it's difficult, of course, depending on people's financial situation, but it might be worth investing in a larger sedan, if not an SUV. My car is a Hyundai Sonata, which is a sedan, but it's a large sedan. So I'm able to lay down completely flat within the space of my trunk and back seat. I know those, what'd you say, Honda Civic? I know that's a pretty small car. So I've seen people build bed frames throughout the back seat. You may have to bend your knees while you're sleeping, but you can extend your knees towards the front cabin area. So that's something you might want to consider as well. But it's definitely possible. And hey, if you manage to thug it out in that Civic for a little bit, save some money, you can get you an even better vehicle. Or who knows, maybe even get you a house or something. So. Free key call. Team EG God says, yeah. I was going to say free key call. Says, yeah, that's what it is. I can see myself with a nomad woman, but I can't take care of a grown person. Yes, that's how I feel. I'm like, I'm too old to be taking care of a grown person. If I'm taking care of somebody, it's because I got a kid. Or it's because I got my pet, my baby. You know, but I'm not taking care of no other grown individual. Now, if we both taking care of ourselves and we come together and now we're like straight, I feel like that's how it should be. It should be no problems if we both are taking care of ourselves and we come together. We should have no problems. Hotel Honda says other people's opinions. I bet their opinion will change once they start paying rent or that mortgage. Yes. People say what they want to say. You'll have people who hop in the chat and want to hate on car life people or alternative lifestyle people. And when they get out of the chat, they be trying to figure out how they're going to pay their mortgage or their rent. For real. Haters, for real. And I'm not saying that everybody's that way, but I'm saying you will have people who hate on the lifestyle because they're not happy in their own lifestyle. And misery loves company. Like I say, I'm like, if I'm pissed because I'm broke and I can't afford my rent, I would love to think that everyone else is going through the same thing. So then that makes me feel like it's not so special to me, you know? But now with these alternative lifestyles and people changing, it's like you have people out here who are like, I don't pay rent. Good luck with that. And you have people literally mad about it, like mad that you don't pay rent, but you made that sacrifice. You chose to live alternatively, live in a car, or live a different way. So that's the sacrifice you made, and you reap the benefits from it. The same way a person who chooses to live or pay rent or live indoors is reaping the benefits of having a stable home environment, space, storage, electricity, water. Like there's benefits that come with it, but there's also benefits that come with the car life or alternative lifestyle. Don't let nobody hate on you, girl. Don Pete says you don't have a butthole, you have a colostomy bag. Well, I would consider that your butthole. Whatever substitutes. Freaky Call says, yes, I get that all the time. I be having more money than couples in relationships, but they be assuming I'm a bum. Yes. I spend my money on traveling. Like, I be sitting back chilling. Y'all see me, like, I'm really humble. Like, I'm not really super dressed up or nothing. I be chilling. And I stack my money, and when I'm ready, I go and travel and do something else. And people are like, hold on, isn't that the girl who lives in her car? How can she afford to do this? I'm like, because I live in my car. You just thought I was a bum. You know, I'm like, I was actually just stacking money so I could do things in my life and take a vacation more than once or twice a year, you know? So let people think what they're going to think. If you're part of this community, you definitely got to be tough because you're going to get the trolls. You're going to get the trolls. BLM Officer BJ says, oh, so you'll date a dude who has his own place, but you'll still be traveling while he's at home. So you'd be traveling solo and coming home from time to time, military style. Yeah, that's kind of the best way that I can describe it. That's the best way I can describe it. I would love to have somebody who wanted to travel with me, but if they didn't, I wouldn't stop that, like let that stop me from dating that person, because I don't want to feel bossy, like I'm bossing somebody, like, it's my dream, I want to do all these things. I'm like, you have to do it with me. And I'm like, your dream doesn't have to be my dream. If your dream is loving me and being a good person to me, I'll take that. It doesn't have to be wanting to do everything I want to do. But yeah, that's kind of the best way to describe it, almost like military style. Like, I'll travel, I'll go away on time to time, and when I come back, you know, I'm with you, or I'm living in my car. So that's kind of what I would be doing. All right, let me finish these last couple chats, and then I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. J Money says, but do I sell my car or buy an extra van? J Money, that would depend. Is your car paid off? If your car's already paid off and you don't owe anything on it or anything like that, you may want to consider selling it, using the money for a down payment on a van. If your car's not paid off, I would say consider paying it off first. You don't want to go, I forgot what they call it, like upside down debt or some shit where it's like you owe double debt or whatever. Yeah, I would say take it one step at a time. And I mean, if you have two vehicles, you have to consider if you really need those two vehicles. Like, I know me right now, like, I'm working on paying off my car. Once I pay off my car, I plan on getting me a bigger vehicle. And more than likely, I'm going to sell my car. Because I don't really see the point in having both the vehicles. I could just use that money to invest in something else. So, that would be my advice to you. Brick City's Finest says, try to lay diagonally instead of horizontal on the back seat. You might have to get a crate to support your feet. Yeah, that's what I heard. It's definitely possible to stretch out laying in the cabin of the car. You just probably have to be a little bit creative with it. That's why I removed the seat, my back seat, and extended my bed into the trunk, because I was like, I'm not even trying to figure out how I'm going to stretch out in here. I don't know the specific dimensions and everything of the Honda Civic or the car we were talking about, but I believe that if you do remove a back seat, it gives you way more space than you realize, especially if you can extend that out behind like the passenger seat or something like that. So that's what I did with my car, and it worked perfectly fine. And I was able to maintain so much cabin space in my car without having the entire back seat of my car being a bed. YMG CZ says, whose house you in right now? I'm in your house right now, honey. You might want to look in the guest bedroom. I'm in there right now. J Money says, yes, it's paid off. So if it's paid off, consider selling it, getting that down payment money so you can invest in the best vehicle that you want. Or if you just want to thug it out and just like keep both vehicles, use both of them, mama. It just depends if you make money from it. Because if it's just going to be parked somewhere, I don't really see the point in having it. But if you can make money from having two vehicles, then go for it. If it was me, I would sell that vehicle, get what I can get from it, and invest that money into a new car. Nomad Man, I have a Hyundai Sonata. So it's a large sedan. Aunt Martin says, your car is way too small, at least a Sprinter van or an RV. Yes, you know, just depending on who the person is. I know for tall people, car life is, you know, a little bit of a struggle because you got to make sure that you're picking the right vehicle that can fit you comfortably. So definitely you have to keep that in mind. That's like a no-brainer. But if it's something that you really want to do, if this lifestyle is something that you're really invested in, then you're going to do that research and take that time to find out what's going to work best for you. And I believe it can work for anybody. So whether it's getting a van or whether it's getting like a truck with like a flatbed truck. I've considered flatbeds because I was like, you can create that whole flatbed part into a bed. And you can crawl under there and sleep and then have the whole cabin to be in during the day. I don't know. Like, it's just so many different ways that you can live this lifestyle and make it work for you. So I'm rooting for all y'all folks out there considering it, thinking about it, not sure if it would work. Like, if you really want it to work, it can work. So yeah. Let me see. I'll answer one more chat and then I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. The Joseph Homestead said, hello, my queen. How do you stay so calm being homeless in the car? It doesn't bother me. I don't really live in fear. Not too much stuff bothers me. I'm very faithful. I'm God-fearing. So I pretty much handle things as they come. I feel like if there's a time that I need to be fearful or worried or stressed or defensive, then I'll handle it when that comes. But I haven't had anything happen to me that is causing me stress. So that's how I handle it. And luckily, at this point in time in my life, I have a really good support system, and pretty much whatever I need, I have access to it. I'm blessed and thankful for that. And I'm so glad that I can spend my energy and my free time when I'm not working my 9 to 5 trying to support my lifestyle to encourage other people to do the same thing. So with that being said, I love y'all. This was a super fun chat, and I can't wait to go live again. I'm going to be working on a vlog for y'all because, I don't know, maybe you guys want to see my vlogging video editing skills, or maybe not. But I'm going to get up out of here. It's been a long day. I've been up since like 7:30 a.m. working, and when I got off work, I pretty much hopped right on this live stream. So thank you to everybody who joined the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed to me, please join our community. Hit that subscribe button. Also, join our Discord. If you want to have more conversations in regards to alternative living, if you want to connect with other people living alternatively, join our Discord. The link is pinned in the chat. It's in the channel description. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and peace.